This is Providence Television International, the game changer. Hello again, our very precious viewers, both at home and abroad. We want to thank all of you for being such a wonderful audience, particularly those of you outside the shores of Africa, in Europe, in America, even in Asia. We'll keep having responses from you from time to time, so thank you very much. Prime Movers, yes, that's the program. It's one of our Starship programs, and today we have another very accomplished guest. And his name is Paul Omokaro. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Karom Travels Limited here in Benin. And he's a young man who has a great head on very great shoulders. In addition to that, he's the President, Edo State Association of Travel Agents. Well, we must welcome you, Paul. We must welcome you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. And I'm so happy to see you. We are talking about, well, we have been friends. I've always seen you as a younger brother, dating back to my days as the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Yegu in those days. So, but the question I will ask first is, did you come into travel agency by accident?
No, it could be accidental or not accidental.
Yes.
Because I came into travel agency because when I was in the bank, I have never liked to be an employee for a long time like that. Because when the first time I encountered Tony Elumelu as a staff of Standard Trust Bank.
Elumelu?
Yes.
This same Elumelu?
Tony Elumelu.
Yes, can we have his picture there?
Then
yes.
He was 38 years when he was the acting MD of STB from All State Trust Bank in Port Harcourt. Then I went for an interview in Lagos. I met with him. I shook him. I looked at him. I said, this man is just 38. He's not a spirit. He's a human being like me. I can never work for so long for an employee, because there's a book I read, a Chinese book. It said, those that have no goals would end up working for those that have goals to achieve their goals. So when I came back from London, I went to where I bought my tickets. I asked her, what does it take to start this travel agency business? He said, with 500,000 you can start. I looked at it.
When was that?
That was 2010.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I said, look, I'm going to rent a store at Wakapava. That's a Monday shop at the First Junction. But somebody got there. Professor Joe came to the shop and said, this is a shop. So are you selling recharge cards? So why not get a corporate office where you can have a toilet and other things like that before I now move to Airport Road. As I was going, I saw my very good friend, Gani Audu, who is the current chief of staff to Mandokwe with the governor of Edo State. I stopped. I went to meet him upstairs. They were not building that complex at that time, where I am today. Okay. So when I met him, he said, I want to give this place to my wife to be doing business. Unfortunately, or fortunately, or incidentally, I now occupy that place now for the past 15 years. I've been there.
Oh, really?
So that's how I came into travel industry. And we have successfully built a name. Karom Travel is a household name in the industry.
Good. How did it all start? How did you come into the corporate world?
How?
Yeah, how did you come? What was the entry point into the corporate world? Which was the first bank, for instance?
The first bank was when I finished my MBA. Then Akimbele Osage was the chairman of UBA. In Uniben, I was the first president of Postgraduate Student Association. Then the dean of PG School then was late Professor Egareva. Okay. Then we made Akimbele Osage a patron. Then made Akimbele Osage's father a patron, and the late S.O. Bewunda a patron, and the late Ike Clark a patron.
They're all gone.
Then with MZ Okoli of MSO Pharmaceuticals a patron. They all agreed to be our patrons. Then I now wrote a letter to Akimbele Osage in Lagos for a courtesy call. Then when I was going, the dean told me, say, Omokaro, you are going to Lagos. I'm sorry to say, let me use the language. They're talking Negboel. So when I got there, I met with Akin, we discussed. So after finishing, he said, okay, go to Benin. Go and bring your people to come and write the exam in the bank. So I'm the chairman. I came to Benin, I brought 16 CVs to him. Then we did exam. For almost a year, I was not employed. At the point, somebody asked me, why not go and see the chairman to know what is happening? I went to 18th floor one particular day like that from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I was hungry. I couldn't go downstairs to go and eat, but if I should go downstairs and eat and come back, they would tell me the chairman had just left. So I waited. I was not fasting, but it was determination.
Yes, yes.
Then I met him. 6 o'clock, he just opened his door. He was going. I would say, Omokaro, which branch are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
he thought you had been employed.
I say, I'm not in any branch, sir. He called his PA, then Mr. Festus Ihenye, to go and get my file from Human Resources. So he brought my file from Human Resources. He read it. There was a comment made by Human Resources because as a president of Progressive Association, it is assumed I was an activist. At that point, at that point in time, UBA management and labor union
Had
they were having
some
issues.
clash, yes.
So if this guy should come into this company now, they will be an activist too.
Oh.
So they wrote something there. Then Akim Jol opened the file, said he wrote something. Omokaro should be employed immediately, undermining what the agency are saying.
Really?
That was the next day I got my employment letter
At UBA?
at UBA. Then my first branch was at Marina West Branch,
Really?
close to the head office.
What year was that?
That was 1998.
Hmm.
So when I worked there then my salary was 33,000.
That's you there. That
yeah.
picture was taken when you were a banker.
Yeah, it was the bank, yeah.
Yes.
So my salary then was just 33,000 naira in a month. Then after working about 9 months, I moved to Standard Trust Bank. That was where I met with Elumelu. So when I worked with Standard Trust Bank for 1 year, and I crossed over to New Nigeria Bank. That was the year 2000. In the year 2000, I was the most senior officer in both Delta. That was when Nigeria Bank was owned by the two sister states. Then after working with NNB for 3 years, I opted out of the industry for some time before I came back to AfriBank in the year 2007. So I worked there, but I just felt this moving up and down is not the thing I like. I need to have my own business. I will wake up 7:30 a.m. to go and sign. And these people I'm working for, and they're children are schooling abroad. So why can't I do the same thing? These people I'm working for, they're not spirits. They're human beings like me.
Okay.
And I remembered that Chinese creed. Those that have no goals would end up working for those that have goals to achieve their goals. Oh, and I said, oh, really? Elumelu has a goal. I don't have a goal. So after 7 years in the industry, I opted out to form Karam Travels. So incidentally, by God's grace, today we are one of the well-recognized agency in Nigeria.
So in the banking industry, you were restless. You really wanted to
Yes,
activate certain things.
I was a high flyer.
High flyer.
I want
yes.
to get to the top. But my senior brother in the bank then, Peter Bonkaro, was always telling my brother, keep it calm. Be in one place. I said, brother, you are a banker. I'm not really a banker.
Yeah, can we have Peter's photograph there? Yeah, that's your
that's
brother.
my brother, yeah.
Yes,
In fact, that is my God on earth after the God in heaven.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
It made me what I am today in the sense that because I came from a humble background.
Okay.
My parents were not all that too comfortable. They were okay. So they struggled and managed to send my brother to secondary school. Then when he finished, I met my parent, my mom. He said, she doesn't have money. My father doesn't have money. That I should go and learn trading with one of our uncles in Ilorin. That was 1978. In Ilorin, I was with the man. Then I was just striving to go to school. All along the line, I never knew that my dad died in 1980. Then one day he called me and said, do you want to go to school? I said, yes, sir. It's okay. Tomorrow you go and meet your mother. That's why you go to school. So I left Ilorin the next day. I came to my mother's village. I said, okay.
There's somewhere in Huon there. I think.
Yes, okay.
That's right.
Then I saw my brother in black. I saw my grandmother and other family members in black. I said, where's my mother? It's not, she went to the farm today. When people are just putting on black. So I kept quiet. My senior brother called me and said, Sunday. Sunday is my birth name.
Yes.
I'm Michael.
Yes.
Say, Mom is late.
Oh dear.
I shouted. I gave a dirty slap to the driver that brought me from Ilorin. He knew all along. He didn't tell me.
Oh.
But he was told not to tell me. It wasn't his fault. I not appealed to him. Then after the burial, my brother said, I will never go back to that my uncle in Ilorin. I will go to school.
Oh yeah.
So I went to, he gave my name as Michael Omokaro to Mr. Sayime, who was the accountant of Union Bank of Papa at then, to help me into BHS. So the vice principal called Mr. Sayime to quick come and submit the name. Then she went to meet the vice principal and told her, I've forgotten the name, the paper the bride gave to me. I misplaced it. But their father's name is Omokaro.
Okay.
So the bride is Peter. Put Paul for him. That's how I became Paul Omokaro.
Really?
Yeah. It was given to me by Mrs.
And it's stuck.
He stopped. Paul Omokaro just registered from secondary school, from BHS, finished secondary school. Then I went to my first degree. My brother sent me to first degree, EPOMA, AAU.
Your first degree was in what area?
English.
English.
Yeah. So what touched me mostly is that when my brother was in the bank, in Union Bank, then he was a junior officer. When he would be talking to the graduates who were under him, they would say, "Oga, I'm a graduate too." But he would tell them, "I'm not a graduate, but I get who they go." I not be graduate, I get who they go. So that thing touched me that this man made me to go to school. He never went to school at that time. Then after I finished my school, I did my first degree. I went to serve in Oshogbo. When I was in Oshogbo, myself and one Victor Bano, who is in Canada today, he said, Omokaro is going to Benin, want to go and get an MBA form. I asked, what is the meaning of MBA?
What's the meaning of
MBA? Well, all along, when I was in EPOMA, my dream was that I would work in Observer.
Oh my God.
That was my just focus. Nowhere to go. I don't know whether I can work anywhere.
Oh,
work in
yeah.
Observer. It's MBA. I came to Benin, I wrote the exam. Luckily, I passed. I did my MBA. I graduated from MBA. Then, my brother still didn't go to school then. Then when I was going to EPOMA then, I remember one creed he used to tell me. He said, Paul, I said, sir. He said, always remember the son of whom you are.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
the home you came from.
Your pedigree.
Yes. Always remember the son of whom you are and the home you came from. If not those two creeds that came into me then, I would have been a member of Secret Court in EPOMA then.
Really?
Yes, I would have been lured. Why did you to go? When I remember those theory, my father is not a commissioner, he's not a governor, he's not a minister. If I'm arrested now, people come to the police station, pick their children, fly them abroad.
Oh yeah.
Those two things he told me stuck to my brain. I never became all those things. I just said, it is not every brother that can take that stand and say, Yamaejo, he has not gone to school. His junior brother should go.
Okay.
So when I finished my MBA, before then he was writing a professional exam, AIB.
AIB, yes.
Yeah, Associate of Banker. It's a professional banker to the core.
Yes, yes.
So after doing AIB, when I finished my master's, he now went to do MBA.
Oh.
So then he's learning. He's a fellow. He's a chapter. He's a professor. He has gotten to the peak of his career.
The same parents.
The same father, the same mother.
Good, good.
So I never disappointed him. That is my joy. And
yes, let's have that picture again. Quite a remarkable man.
I never disappointed him.
He's a golfer, by the way.
Yeah. If not for him, I won't be where I am today.
Good,
because
good.
he gave me education when he has not educated himself.
Good.
But not all brothers are
We
able
do
to do that.
yes,
Not
yes,
all.
that's true.
That's why I said he's my God on earth. Why God is in heaven.
That relationship is still there?
He's there very close, very
Good,
very
good,
very close.
good.
Because it's God that did everything for us. I respect him a lot.
Good, very good. Let's talk about Karom Travels. What do you do that others don't do?
In Karom Travels, based on my knowledge and experience in my career, there was a time I gave a lecture on why new business fail. New business fail because they came into the industry at the wrong time.
Okay.
For example, we used to have a Legend and Guinness. Legend, everybody knows Guinness Stouts. Everybody knows Guinness Stout. But unfortunately, Legend came into the market at a wrong time where Stout was very, very popular.
Well, we can't really dwell into dwell on that.
So what we are doing, the other part not doing, we don't play with our integrity.
Good.
And timeliness is the main thing. But when you say this is your ticket, go and board, we don't have any issue.
Good.
But because a lot of people buy ticket, they give you fake ticket to go and board.
Oh, really? That happens?
It happens, yeah. People, you come to my office, I want to do visa. I'll just look at it and say, bros, I like money, but I don't like police money.
Do you also procure visas for people?
We do visa.
Oh, really?
We do Dubai visa.
Okay.
Genuinely. But all those Europe visa, other visas, we don't do it. I would say, bros, we like money, but I don't like police money. Because if I present your visa, I will say it will come out in 3 months. and in 6 months it's not out, you come and bring police to my office.
Exactly.
I don't do it. So integrity is the core
Of your business.
of my business. Yeah. If you tell somebody came from Ghana and said they discussed Caron Travel in Ghana yesterday, that company, no. They're very straightforward, upright. They don't deceive. Even my office, if a policeman comes to my office, I come out straight. Can I help you, sir? But I scare of nobody.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Who are your clients?
My clients I focus mostly on corporate clients, like University of Benin,
Okay.
UBTH, MPDC,
Okay.
Netco, and other prospects.
Good.
We're still prospecting.
In other words, these are organizations whose staff
Yes,
travel on a regular
basis.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our focus.
Okay.
Because in business, you have to have a focus.
That's right.
There are some people, they say, I've not sold tickets since 2-3 months. I say, go and identify your opportunities. Because if you don't identify what you want, like Caron Travels, if a customer walks in to buy tickets, fine, we treat him. But it's still more our focus. We focus on corporate clients like Shell, NNPC, Ajib, FedEx. That's our focus. So that if you grab one, you grab one.
Oh, yeah.
Not an individual you go and market. Oh, we go to London today. For the next 2-3 years, it won't
No go
travel.
area.
So cannot be where we are today.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
Don't you deal with government?
Yeah, we deal with government. I'm not a politician.
Good.
But I've tried many a time to make sure I do business with government. I don't know anybody. But to my happiness that from 2010 to date, we have paid our tax for Edo State government. We are not owing. We
Okay.
are not tax evaders. We are tax compliant.
Oh, good.
But I know that one day, by the grace of God, we'll do government business.
Which has been your breakthrough in all of this?
MPDC as one of our major breakthroughs.
Okay.
And we've been with them for the past 12 years. We have never had an issue with them.
Good.
So we do business with them. None of their passengers ever complain. It could be 2 a.m. at the airport, they have issue, we treat them. Even on Sunday, I go to the church with laptop, I treat them. It's a major focus.
Even in the church?
Of course.
Okay.
It's God that gave me the knowledge to do the business. So if I'm in the church, somebody wants to buy a ticket, I cannot tell him I'm in the church. But he must travel.
Even when you are listening to the sermon?
I listen to sermon. I just take an excuse from God. I go outside. Of course.
Now tell me, Paul, which is your biggest destination? I mean, in terms of people coming to buy tickets and things like that.
It's a Netco.
No, destination. I mean, when
Okay,
they're outside the country, for instance.
The amount that varies. Dubai, Italy, London. There are more people from Italy. They buy ticket from here, from us.
Oh, really?
Yes, they recommend people to buy ticket from us to Italy. Some buy ticket from us in America, from us. They say because at times it's cheaper here, at times it's cheaper over there.
Okay. Have you ever had problems with airlines?
No, we don't have any problem.
Which are your biggest? Which is the biggest biggest airline that you deal with?
With all of them.
All of them.
All of them. All of them. No airline we don't deal with. Any destination.
At a point in time, will you remember this? Many airlines were leaving Nigeria because of the economic problem.
Yes.
Have you been able to deal with that?
Yeah, the new President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, sorted those issues out when he came into office.
Okay.
Because at then, the airlines, they could not repatriate their money back to their own country in dollars because they said there's $1 in Nigeria. So I was surprised that how could somebody do business in your country and you don't have money to give to him?
Yes.
But there's something we could do. So now that he came back, he became a president, he has sorted it out. They've been able to repatriate their money back to their home. But we are still surprised that some airlines like Emirates,
yes,
and Delta Airline, they still sell in dollars. It's a very wrong policy.
Okay.
You don't allow them to sell in dollar in a naira denominated economy.
Oh, yeah.
So the government should have to do something about that.
Okay.
So that's why most tickets are very expensive. If you want to buy Delta Airline to abroad or Emirates, they want you to buy from them in dollars. You have to source for that to pay into their account.
Oh, yes, that's
so they
true.
can remit. So I know the cost of dollars is it's always going up. Nothing that goes up in Nigeria that comes out anymore. No, it's not good at all. It's a very big challenge for
Do
government.
you also service clients who travel locally?
Like I said, we do that to friends that are close to us, but it's not our focus.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because if you do local tickets, if you want to do changes, the exclusives, I think big.
So you are the big player.
I'm a big player, yes. I try to deal with big companies, not a local ticket. Your service charge, you collect 3,000 naira. Those are no business.
No, how do you do it? I mean, if somebody wants to travel to the US, for instance, how many days in between can you bring the tickets to life?
If we have money, we can practicalize it. Once you just call me, Karam, I want to travel to the US, I will ask you the first question: what are your itinerary?
Good.
I'm traveling on Friday, 22nd of March, to return 3rd of April. Then I will send you the itinerary. If it's okay by you, you say it's okay. You confirm it. I will send you our account number. Once you create our account, in less than 15 minutes, you get your ticket.
Really?
In less than 5 minutes, let me say 5 minutes, you get your ticket in your email and your WhatsApp.
Oh.
We'll tell you, say, we wish you
everything
safe flight.
online.
Everything online.
Good, beautiful.
Safe flight, go and fly.
Beautiful, beautiful. What of those traveling by first class?
Yes, the price are differs. The difference between first class, business class, and economy, there are differences because the price of a first class, for example, from Lagos to US, you can have a first class for 22 million.
22 million?
Yes.
One way?
Return ticket. 22 million. Then why business class? You can have a return ticket, depends on the date and time, for 15 or 12 million. Because date is a determinant. Then why economy? You can have economy be 3 to 4 million return ticket. Oh. So as an economy passenger, you must be at the airport 4 hours before departure.
Good.
If your flight, for example, is 12 o'clock, you have to be at the airport 4 hours before departure. If you go there 12 before departure, they close boarding, you can't board it anymore. But if I a business class passenger, you can board 30 minutes before departure. But if you are a first class passenger, you can delay the flight.
Are you serious?
If you don't come, they won't move.
Are you serious? No, say that again. Let our viewers know.
If you are a first class passenger,
yes,
you can delay the flight for a minute or 2 minutes. Because if you don't come, they can't fly. They will call you, sir. They'll come and pick you from the hotel. When you land where you are going, they go and drop you in wherever you are going. On your coming back, they will pick you from home because those are the services. So I used to make a joke then that in first class, when you enter first class, as you are seated, they start serving you drinks, whatever you want to take. So maybe after about 2 hours, before we now serve the economy class people.
Oh dear.
So I was joking that the remnants of first class and business class they
give economy.
So it was just
but that's not true.
That's not true anyway. So I just said it. So that's why it's good to fly first class.
Oh, it's good to fly first class.
Yes.
Oh my God! But it tells on your pocket.
Yes, I don't never. The life I don't duplicate. You enjoy your money.
Have you ever traveled first class yourself?
I've not flight first class, but I will do it one day.
You will do it?
Yes, I want to do it.
That's amazing.
When I'm settled, after taking care of the domestic things, maybe settle family, they're all settled, they're happy. Then if I have free money, why can't I fly my first class? Because this life you don't come twice. It does not duplicate.
We're approaching summer now. Prices will come down naturally. What's the range?
It depends on the date. Like I said, date is a determinant. Maybe from September 15, 16 to October, price might go down a little bit.
Okay.
But this time from April to August ending, it's a peak period. So it's not cheap at all.
Beautiful.
It's not cheap.
Do you have challenges doing this business?
I don't have any challenge. I don't have any challenge.
Okay.
If I'm sourcing for business, if Edo State government can give me business, Delta State government or 5 state government can do business, I will shoulder it.
How do you deal with the issue of competition?
And that's why I said just now, our niche, we have a niche for ourselves: integrity,
good,
timeliness. You pay your money, 5 minutes you get your tickets.
Beautiful.
We don't.
How did you become the president of the Edo State Association of
well, I cannot say I made myself. It's God.
Okay.
Because we have the association. We normally hold our meeting at the airport, and we decided to come together. We said we need to have a leader. Good. So I was there. By the grace, it's the grace of God. Many of them who are very close to me, they know my kind of person, the way I behave. They say, let Mr. Monkaro be our president. Let him lead us. So I believe they know I'm not fraudulent.
Good.
I have an integrity.
Good.
I come to office regularly, and I don't betray.
Good.
These are my colleagues I know, which I think most of them know about me.
Are there categories of customers you reject?
I don't reject any customer.
Okay.
Rather, I help them to solve their problem.
Beautiful.
Because most customers will just come, they want cheap tickets, they go and buy online. Or when I give some passengers fare, they go and check online. I say, okay, go and buy online. Sir, online is cheaper.
Okay. So why do they come to you?
No, they come to me because when they have issue, you have to talk to the machine. Who do you talk to online? At that time, we're talking to the machine. But if you buy from an agent, if you have an issue, you call me. From my system, I effect the change. If you cannot travel today, I can do the date change put for tomorrow. But if you buy ticket from abroad, online, you come to Nigeria, come to Karo and say, I want to change my tickets. I'm not going to fly tomorrow. I will ask you a question. Did you buy from an agent over there or online?
Yes.
If he says an agent, I will say, call the agent to effect it. If you say, no, he bought it online, I will advise him or her, go to the airport. It's only airport you can change an online ticket. That money we're trying to save, not agent, not to eat. You pay for the transport and accommodation in Lagos. Go to Lagos. That's the only thing you can do. Doesn't want to make agent to have more commission.
That's right.
We are commission agents.
Good.
So that money we're trying not to give to agent in Benin or abroad. You will pay for transport and you will take accommodation.
Initially,
you risk your life.
Oh yeah, that's true. At the beginning, you told us that you're into visas.
I went into visa.
Yeah, you procure visas for people.
When Dubai visa was applicable, we do. But other visas we don't do it.
Oh, you're still into Dubai?
They've not opened the platform now. That's talking with the federal government because of Nigerians. You know, Dubai is a tourist country.
It is.
So there was
it's a tourist destination.
Yeah. Yes. There was a time Nigerians when they started fighting on the street, breaking bottles, cutlass, and when an American or a Londoner go to Dubai, you see people using cutlass. They won't want to come again because of the incident they saw. So based on that, after doing that discreet inquiry, they found that Nigerians were doing that. They banned Nigeria. So now, for you to go to Dubai now, you must be 40 years and above. It must be family, husband and wife.
Really?
And the what they give presently now is no more than 4 days.
How much does it cost now to go to Dubai?
I'm not for Dubai.
Yes.
It depends on the airline and the time. Like I said,
yes.
Date is a determinant for your fare.
Good.
So if you are going next tomorrow and I'm going a week after, it's not the same fare. They want to solve for different airlines that have different prices.
Okay.
Like Emirates now, they are selling in dollars. It's costlier. So they want to go through Ethiopia Airline or Kenya Airline or Arik.
Okay.
Arik is doing very well now.
Good.
Yes.
I must not fail to ask this question now that you're here. You are aware that a lot of Nigerians travel now in droves to the US, to Europe, and all of that. Does that not bother people like you?
Well, actually, everybody has a right to travel.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, I don't have a flair for it. Because Nigeria is a country, it's a God's own country. One of the reasons I know that people don't achieve things in Nigeria is that they fail to identify opportunities around them. In every problem, there's an opportunity.
There's an opportunity.
So if you don't identify it, it's kept through you. Like when I was in the bank, one of my bosses, I don't want to mention his name here, he always say, I will fire you. I say, sir, if you fire me from this job, you can never fire me from this world. He said, you are very radical. I say, I'm a positive radical. You're an employee, I'm an employee.
Good.
You can't fire me. To do what? I didn't steal money. The bank did not lose money, and I did not disobey you. You didn't give me a job that I didn't do. So I just said, I need to leave this company for this man. So that was one that prepared me. And I remembered my creed. Those that have no goal, whoever work for those that have goal to achieve their goal. Today, I don't think it's doing well. Because
how do you treat your staff?
My staff,
yes,
I treat them like bankers.
Okay.
I pay more than minimum wage for them.
Beautiful.
And if you're a married man or a woman, like a married man, if your wife has a business, I support your wife's business outside your salary.
Karam Travels. Is it what part of Benin? Sorry, we don't have the picture there, but
It's Airport Road, 66
66 Airport Road.
Same building with Matan Collectibles.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Adjacent of Chicken Republic.
Good.
On Airport Road. That's where we are.
So that's descriptive enough.
Yes.
Yes. Good. How do you spend your day?
I don't think I have time. I wake up 6 o'clock, do my prayers. 7:30. Most times I'm in the office.
Good.
Most times I have my key. I open the door. My staff will meet me. They will panic. I say, look, it is when you work for somebody's company. That's why when you work for yourself. I say you want to be an employee for the rest of your life.
That is true. Absolutely.
And I don't pray you be an employee because one, if you be an employee, you can't make it in life. So you have to be focused. So there are some people that just believe in cheating somebody.
Oh, yeah.
If you cheat, that opportunity will elude you.
Elude you.
You
Yes.
can never identify it. Like me now, in this economy now, everybody is crying. The economy is bad. What I do at times, from this bad economy, who are the dominant coalition I can meet to give me business?
Because they're always there.
They're always there.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to ask your that question, who, like my manager, I said, look, you have to give me a corporate client. I put them on the stores. I was talking to somebody in Lagos, and somebody's pushing a business for us. Then I put him on the stores. Then it's somebody that knows a minister is talking to the minister that when you come home on his salary.
So it's all about contacts
It's contact.
and human relations.
Contacts, yes. If you don't have contacts, you have no business.
I remember, well, quite frankly, I mean, maybe our viewers should know about this. When I was the chief press secretary in those days, you used to hang around, come to see the governor.
Yeah.
You still remember?
Yeah, I very remember.
Yeah.
In fact, then I was in ECBOMA. I was a PA to the president of the student union then, Barrister Elvis Asoro. So then we're trying to do election. We were part of a SDP.
Yes.
So that was when we were coming to government house to meet the then governor of Federal State, Chief Odige Oyego.
Yes.
Then you were the CPS.
Yes, I was the chief press
And
secretary.
my
Can we
relationship.
have Governor Diogun? Yes, that's
So
right.
it is my relationship with you then, the way you treated us, then when we come to government house, the way you usher us in, you don't delay us, you give us quick attention.
Oh.
That was what kept us till today.
You still remember?
Of course.
Oh, thank you so
Then
much.
we come there, when we're finishing, Chief Odigade was already promised to give us a job when we finish up from our school. We were in final year. But unfortunately, Abacha kicked them out.
Oh, yes. Oh,
That's how we
yes.
lost that business. Today, we still have contact with Chief Odige Oyego.
Good.
When I go to his house, I mention my name, Palomakaro, he remembers.
He remembers.
Yes.
Good. Well, thank you very much, Paul. This has been quite an astonishing discuss, really, and we hope it will continue. But time is a limiting factor on a program such as this. But tell us, what's the future of Karam Travels?
Our focus is to be among the first 10 players in Nigeria. That's our focus. Among the first 10 players. That's why for us to be at that level, we keep up improving our integrity and to build our client base, good client base. So it is the contacts we are still driving that will making us to achieve that target.
Do you think a time will come when Benin will be too small for your operations?
Even that is, for me, it's small. I took people from Port Harcourt, Warri, Lagos. There are times from Warri or Spartak, we handle passengers, 200 passengers, 300 passengers from corporate clients.
Really?
It is, those were even too small for us.
Oh.
So Benin has no passengers.
But it's good you are based here.
They are based here.
Because this is your home base.
It's home base, yeah.
Do you see yourself as a homeboy?
Very, very, very
good.
Very,
beautiful.
very,
Beautiful.
Like people always say, you are traveling, you don't travel. I don't have a flair for traveling.
Okay. And yet you are in travels.
Yes, I don't have a flair for it. You to go and do what? If you go to, I should go to London and take pictures. Say I'm in London. No, nothing. That's not it. I enjoy my country here. I can just go and visit. I think the last time British people, they gave me visa for 6 months. I went there, I spent 6 months. When I came back, I renewed it. They gave me 2 years. And that 2 years, I spent only 2 nights. I came back. When I came back in 2015, they gave me 5 years. From 2012 to 2017, I never used it.
UK,
yes. I didn't go.
Oh, yeah.
I said, what am I going to do?
Thank you very much, Paul. This is This is quite amazing. I'm sure that a lot of people will learn from all that you have been saying, particularly young entrepreneurs
Yes.
who want to.
If they want to learn.
You want to learn, yes. It must be.
But we are still learning.
Adventurous, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
Our guest has been Mr. Paul Omokaro, CEO, Karam Travels Limited here in Benin, and the President of Edo State Association of Travel Agents. That's a high-profile office, really. But we must thank you for all that you have said. Thank you very much for
Thank you very
being
much,
here.
sir.
Yes.
Doctor, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, as usual, I will tell you, my name is Emmanuel Igariba. All my love and prayers. Bye-bye.